Hello, welcome to livingafulfillinglife.com, and it's Friday and a new posting. Okay, good. Now the last video I talked about whatever weaknesses that any one of us experience generally is stemmed, or rather is rooted in three major categories. One being fear, two lack of self-love, and three anxiety. 1, 2, or 3. So for today, I'm going to cover on fear. Now, the definition of fear: false evidence or expectation appears real. Now, where on earth do we get this false expectation or evidence? Fairly much from the past, history, or maybe even story we have heard, even maybe stuff that we had never experienced. For example, I have clients that come to me and they said they're fear of ghosts, and I said, have you ever seen a ghost? And I said, no. These are stories that we picked up in the movie. These are stories we heard from our grandparents, parents, whatever. Okay, so in order not to be handicapped by distinct fear or to be affected by fear, first, anything about the past is no longer relevant. Of course, some past that we have are lessons that we ought to learn. And once we have learned those lessons, go past it. Move on and live your life. Now, with those stuff that you know there are no values, not everything, not every story from the past has any values. So those stories, those experiences that have no values, throw it away. How do you throw it away? Cancel it out. Delete it. Your brain is the main processor. If you send a message to cancel it, it can be canceled. But you must be willing to do it and really want it. If you hold on to this belief that, well, I want, but, the but is not going to get you any results. So stop the but. If you really want to live a life, you really want to live a fulfilling life, then you really have to cancel out all that past conditioning, stories, experiences that you know has no values, only to scares you, really scares you. Alright, so in the meditative mode, be quiet. Alright, spend a time that you can be quiet, where you have no disturbance at all. Close your eyes and take several deep breathing. Alright, and just quiet down. You can send a message to your brain: quiet, silence, silence. I know there's a lot of mental chatter, so for some of you it may take a little while longer, or you may take a few sessions to quiet or to silence that mind. Whatever it takes. Now you want to live a life, so you got to do what it takes. Alright? So quiet down, silence your mind by just giving this message: silence, silence, silence. When you kind of feel that you're in that mode of being silenced, then said, I want to delete all past experiences that has no value to me. Okay? As simple as that. So when you send that message, your brain takes that message. Sure, some of you may find that, yeah, I did it, but it comes back. Then do it again. Right? Some things you do it one time, done deal. Some things you may have to do a few more times. Then you finally delete that. Okay? So you just want to take away all that past experiences that have no value to you. That's step one. Okay. After you've done that, step two. Now, what you want is to live in the here and now, present. Then have a plan. Have a plan as at least the immediate plan. What do you want to do in the next 1 week? Okay, let's not even go 1 month, 1 week. Next 1 week, what is something so important? Would that be your fitness? Would that be your work? Would that be wealth? Would that be whatever scenario that you want to put yourself into, or your desires? Alright, focus on that and put that down in your plan. Be in the here and now. Know that what is the top priority that you want to focus on in the next 1 week. So you have plan. Now, plan is useless without action. Third step. Then write down All right, no, don't just think about it, because we think and we forget about it. Write down what are the action steps you're going to take to fulfill that desire or goal in the next 1 week. When you focus in the here and now, you achieve. And very soon, you really arrive at the point and you're very satisfied with what you have achieved. Now, it may not be big results, okay? It may not be big results that will, you become a millionaire overnight. No. But the satisfaction that your brain recognizes that because you've achieved something, never mind small or big, because your brain does not recognize, your subconscious mind does not recognize small or big. It recognizes achievement, rather a sense of achievement. All right, so these are the 3 steps. 1, delete, cancel out whatever past experiences there's no value. Come back to here and now, have a plan, and then the action steps to go about your plan. Do that on a weekly basis, and you find that the sense of achievement is just marvelous. That works for me. I'm sure it works for you too. All right, so next video I'll cover on lack of self-love. See you then. Stay well.